Have you ever heard of a magnificent civilization, advanced beyond its time, that vanished into the ocean in a single, catastrophic day? For over 2,000 years, one name has echoed through history, sparking a relentless quest for a lost world: Atlantis. The legend begins with the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. He described a powerful island nation, swallowed by the sea, leaving behind a mystery that continues to captivate us. Is it just a story? Or could a real sunken city be waiting to be rediscovered? Today, we dive deep into the legend of Atlantis, separating fact from fiction and exploring one of humanity's greatest enigmas. The first and only ancient accounts of Atlantis come from Plato in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, written around 360 BC. He doesn't just mention it in passing, he gives a surprisingly detailed description. According to his writings, Atlantis was an enormous island, said to be larger than ancient Libya and Asia Minor combined, which would make it roughly the size of a small continent. He places it beyond the Pillars of Hercules, the ancient name for the Strait of Gibraltar, firmly in the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. Plato even provides dimensions, suggesting an oblong island about 555 kilometers long and 370 kilometers wide. But it wasn't just a massive landmass. The capital city itself was a marvel of engineering, composed of concentric rings of land and water, connected by canals large enough for ships to sail through. This intricate design, he claimed, was not the work of human hands, but of a god. According to Plato's tale, the origins of Atlantis were divine. Poseidon, the mighty Greek god of the sea, earthquakes, and storms, fell in love with a mortal woman named Cleito. For her protection, he sculpted the land, creating a secluded home on a hill surrounded by those iconic rings of water and land. Together, Poseidon and Cleito had 10 sons, 5 pairs of twins. The eldest, Atlas, was made king of the entire island, and the city of Atlantis was named in his honor. His 9 brothers were appointed as rulers over different regions. Under their reign, Atlantis flourished into a utopian civilization. The island was incredibly rich in natural resources, including a mysterious metal Plato called orichalcum, which was said to shine like fire and was second only to gold in value. The Atlanteans built magnificent temples coated in silver and gold, grand palaces, and sophisticated infrastructure including harbors, docks, and bridges. They were a prosperous, powerful, and seemingly perfect society. But Plato's story is not just a travelogue of a fantasy island. It's a moral allegory. As generations passed, the divine blood of the Atlantean kings became diluted. Their human nature took over, and with it came greed, corruption, and an insatiable desire for power. No longer content with their paradise, the Atlanteans became an aggressive military force, seeking to conquer their neighbors, including Athens. According to the legend, the virtuous and disciplined Athenians stood against the mighty Atlantean army and, against all odds, repelled their invasion, saving the Mediterranean world from tyranny. Angered by the Atlanteans' hubris and moral decay, the gods decided to deliver a final devastating judgment. In what Plato describes as one grievous day and night, violent earthquakes and cataclysmic floods struck the island. The earth shook, the seas raged, and the entire island of Atlantis, with all its splendor and its people, sank beneath the waves, vanishing forever. It became a cautionary tale, a powerful reminder of what happens when a society loses its virtue and succumbs to pride. So, the billion-dollar question remains: was Atlantis a real place, or was it a philosophical fable created by Plato? This debate has raged for centuries, and scholars are still sharply divided. On one side, many academics argue that Atlantis is purely a work of fiction. They believe Plato invented the entire story to serve as a vehicle for his political and philosophical ideas. In this view, Atlantis represents a corrupt, materialistic, and tyrannical state, while its rival, ancient Athens, embodies Plato's concept of an ideal, just society. The story's dramatic end serves as a powerful warning against imperial ambition and moral decay. On the other hand, some researchers and explorers believe Plato's account might be based on real historical events, a collective memory of a cataclysm that was passed down through generations. One popular theory links Atlantis to the Minoan civilization on the island of Crete and the nearby island of Thera, now known as Santorini. Around 1600 BC, a massive volcanic eruption on Thera triggered a devastating tsunami that crippled the Minoan civilization, a powerful maritime culture. The similarities are striking: a sophisticated island society destroyed by a natural disaster. Other theories have placed Atlantis everywhere, from the Caribbean and Antarctica to Spain and Ireland, often based on loose interpretations of Plato's text or supposed geological evidence. Could Plato have heard an Egyptian account of the Minoan collapse and adapted it for his own philosophical purposes? The truth is, without concrete archaeological proof, a sunken palace, or an inscription bearing the name Atlantis, the city remains firmly in the realm of legend. Whether Atlantis was a real city or a masterfully crafted allegory, its legacy is undeniable. For thousands of years, the lost city has fueled our collective imagination. It has inspired countless books, movies, artworks, and expeditions, becoming a universal symbol for any magnificent but lost civilization. The story of Atlantis speaks to a deep-seated human desire to believe in a golden past, a perfect world that was tragically lost. It also taps into our primal fear of the unknown depths of the ocean and the awesome, destructive power of nature. It's a legend that embodies both our greatest hopes for what humanity can achieve and our darkest fears of how easily it can all be taken away. Atlantis is more than just a place. It's an idea, a timeless myth that continues to challenge us to look for the truth, not just in the depths of the sea, but within ourselves. So what do you believe? Was Atlantis a real, technologically advanced civilization wiped out by a catastrophe? Or is it one of history's most enduring and elaborate morality tales? Could a fragment of our lost past still be waiting for discovery, hidden beneath the waves? The quest to find Atlantis is really a quest to understand our own history and our place in the universe. Let us know your theories in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more explorations into history's greatest mysteries. Thanks for watching.